Hi, Mon. Welcome to my content and social media marketing plan. Let's hop straight into it. On this slide, you're going to find a bit of information about the business, the objectives, and the problem statement. I won't go into these, but very briefly, I work for Truku, which is a recruitment business on a national scale based here in Brisbane. Our content mission statement is Truku delivers value-add recruitment content for the Australian business community at all levels to educate, inspire, and engage. And what I mean by value-add recruitment content, I mean this will range from job opportunities, ads, recruitment insights, and employer branding. So the recruitment industries target a lot of consumers depending on the platforms they operate in. For this, I've chosen our three key target consumers and their audience pain points. The pain points were discovered through word of mouth by asking our consultants here in the business, looking at reviews, and also looking at reviews of our competitors as well. So target consumer number one, job seekers and organizations considering utilizing a recruitment business. Target consumer two, job seekers of all levels seeking a new challenge in the recruitment industry. And the third target consumer, the business community wanting to stay up to date with current job opportunities, industry insights, and recruitment guides. So I've highlighted two pain points and potential solutions for each of these. If you pay your attention under the second target consumer, the second pain point, can't find enough information on what it's like to work for Truku. This was a key pain point across everything. This was almost guidelining everything in this because we are focusing on a very visual employer branding and really pushing that out there. So I decided to do a landscape analysis for this and just focusing on that gaps table there. So as you can see, we've chosen 4 direct competitors and we've also chosen an indirect competitor, which is Seek there as well. So recruitment in Australia, they all operate in similar ways. There are clear-cut competitors in the market, but at the end of the day, they offer the same thing, which is recruitment. So the key way to stand out is really how you market your recruitment brand and innovation with an authenticity. So when conducting my landscape analysis, I realized majority of Truku's competitors operate their socials in similar fashion. The traditional industry insights, tips, and posts about the teams dominate their socials, but they really don't attract much attention and engagement from the audience. And then just looking at that channels table. So as expected, majority of our competitors use the main social media platforms for their recruitment, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. I've included LinkedIn Life in here. Now, LinkedIn Life are branded landing pages on LinkedIn that allow businesses to highlight their employer branding. You can highlight their accomplishments, employees, company culture, testimonials, images, and videos. It's a very useful and powerful platform that LinkedIn has introduced. It is still relatively new to the scene and it's not being utilized by everyone in the market, but some competitors have already kickstarted these, however, are not using its full potential. So I have selected 3 insights from this landscape analysis. So I won't go into them in full detail. They're written out there for you, but just looking at insight 1. So there is a lot of noise of social media, particularly LinkedIn, in the recruitment market. It makes it very difficult to grab the attention of people consistently and effectively. Essentially, to break through this noise, content needs to be authentic and it needs to add value. I think Truku is on the right path of this at the moment. However, there is a significant opportunity to be creating different forms of content. Things like self-conducted research and content visuals can help us stand out against our competitors. Then insight number 2, although we do have a really great audience base, especially through LinkedIn, we're really not utilizing social media channels to effectively reach our target market. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn Live are all crucial ways we can produce different content about our business, and we're going to need to utilize these going forward as we currently do not utilize either of these at the moment. And then the third insight is, although we do have a very strong branding in the market, there definitely is another level that we can be taking out there, especially in a world where visual dominates written. So what we really need to be doing is focusing on how we can elevate our visual content with our jobs, our blogs, our culture, and team content to stay relevant and ahead of the rest. So from these, for the Hero Hub hygiene model, these are the themes and content ideas. I won't go into detail into all of them. They're written out there. But what I will say is that these all really focus on a very heavily visual concept of content. We're really about visually appealing illustrations and graphics and job ads, and obviously looking to introduce a lot of behind the scenes, which is all going to be video as well. From this Hero Hub hygiene model comes into the paid, owned, and earned. Obviously, most of our content is going to be owned. The only things that we're paying for are our promotional videos and paid job advertisements. And then our earned content is really people engaging and sharing our stuff. So job ads, people that we partner with, sharing it on their socials. Recruitment insights, people already do this on our LinkedIn, sharing recruitment insights, but we really need to elevate that to another level. Employee testimonials, getting people in the business to be sharing their socials, and then our corporate social responsibility, so obviously our partners in that space sharing content on their socials as well. So from these themes and ideas, I broke it down into 3 different posts that we can be doing, and I focus it on LinkedIn and 2 Instagram posts. So the first one on LinkedIn is going to be based on a monthly basis in a short video format, which is really going to just be aimed at educating the business community who don't know enough about who we are and asking those people to get in contact with us to discover more. So this will be videos of the brand story, how we can help, what we do, our purpose, culture, and our values. And we'll manage this, we'll manage the metrics through this through comments, shares, engagement rates, and yeah. Onto the first Instagram post there in the middle. So this is going to be done through Instagram stories on a weekly basis. And this is all about highlighting the culture, the team, events. And it's really aimed at job seekers wanting to know more about Truku, what it's like to work for us, and also getting in touch with us as well. So it's really based on fostering a community of followers with similar interests. And again, we'll monitor this through engagement rate and completion rate to last slide as well. And then the last Instagram post there is going to be platform specific. So it's going to be leveraging how interactive Instagram stories can engage a community. So it's going to be aimed at getting people to engage with us about what recruitment guides and how-tos they'd like to see next, and really letting those people guide our storytelling of recruitment insights. So it's going to be done through interactive polls, for example, on a weekly basis. I've used acquisition and advocacy for this. We're utilizing answers to be resharing on our stories with the ability to then create polls to come up with the most popular answer from the community, and people will be able to see this. And then lastly, just moving into how the plan will be tracked and managed. I won't go into everything with a lot of detail, but just looking at who's on the team, there'll be 3 of us who form part of the content strategy, the content pieces, and distribution plans. So you have the National Brand and Marketing Manager, who was really our strategic planner. You have myself, marketing coordinator, purely responsible for content creation, email direct marketing, social media analytics. And then we have our marketing assistant, whose focus is really researching into ideas, different automation tools, and streamlined processes. So these content automation tools we already utilize, and we won't stop utilizing because they are crucial for us on a weekly basis. So on a visual perspective, that's Canva, InDesign, Photoshop, iStock. We use proofreading tools like Grammarly for long form content, and of course utilizing MailChimp for our EDM. Focusing on outsourcing there, we already outsource to a graphic design company called Do Yeti. They're really great, and we also utilize creative freelancers for specific videos and photos. Moving down to the bottom half there under the orange line, looking at Google Analytic reports. We don't utilize Google Analytics yet, but we definitely need to be. And when we do, because we've recently built this new website, we need to be looking at traffic, navigation summary, organic search, location, referrals of mobile. Social media tools, we currently use LinkedIn Analytics, which is really good for giving us a comprehensive look into followers and visitors, content, and competitor metrics. We'll use in-house Instagram analytics and obviously our MailChimp analytics. And then once we have a few more platforms set up, we really need to be utilizing a social listening tool like Hootsuite. I really like Hootsuite from my experiences, and I think this will really help us making informed decisions on our content going forward. Thank you so much for listening, Mon, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.